the man walked into a luxury restaurant with his first love and her son. Even though he didn't have a single dollar on him, he wasn't worried at all. In his mind, after the meal was over, his wife would show up and quietly pay the bill, just like always. But what he never expected was that the usually obedient wife now looked completely confused because the woman standing there was no longer the same person. She had been reborn. In her previous life, she was the only daughter of a wealthy family and deeply in love with her husband. But right after she underwent surgery, when she was at her weakest, her husband forced her to donate her heart to his first love. She died on the cold operating table, and after her death, the man and his mistress split all the wealth she left behind. When she opened her eyes again, she found herself back 1 year earlier. At that time, the mistress and her son were already living in her home, secretly maintaining an affair with her husband. In her past life, she had been blind to it all. She had devoted herself to serving this ungrateful family, giving everything without question. As soon as the food was served, the mistress's son started acting out. He spat out his bread, knocked over the plates, and turned the table into a mess. Unable to tolerate his behavior, the woman spoke up to stop him, but the mistress didn't care at all. She even comforted the child, saying the restaurant wasn't great anyway, and they should just make do. Hearing that, the man immediately suggested switching restaurants. The one paying in the end would still be his wife. Watching how entitled they were, the woman finally understood the truth. In their eyes, she was nothing more than a living ATM. She calmly agreed to leave. Then, without hesitation, she froze her husband's bank cards. She had made up her mind he wouldn't get a single cent from her again. At the new restaurant, the man complained that the main hall wasn't worthy of him. When he learned that all private rooms were full, he was egged on by the mistress to book the most expensive seating in the entire place. That table required a minimum spend of 100,000 euros. In his mind, as long as his wife was around, money wasn't an issue. What he didn't know was that this night would bury him in massive debt. To make things worse, he didn't even bother saving a seat for his wife. The woman didn't care. Very soon, he would be the one crying. During the meal, the unruly child killed dozens of live Boston lobsters for fun, drawing complaints from the staff. To impress the mistress, the man bought out all the lobsters in the restaurant and announced that every table would get one for free. Throughout the meal, he ordered non-stop, always choosing the most expensive dishes. Luxury ingredients kept coming while he devoured them greedily, as if he'd never seen wealth like this before. After the meal, the restaurant manager brought the bill. Only then did the man remember his wife. Before paying, he added 2 bottles of top-tier wine, saying they were gifts for the mistress's parents. Seeing the admiration in her eyes, his ego completely exploded. He even ordered 1 bottle for every table. That alone added another 6 million euros to the bill. The manager kindly warned him that once the bottles were opened, they couldn't be returned. But the man laughed it off, saying money was meant to be spent. If it didn't circulate, it was just worthless paper. Then he impatiently urged his wife to pay up. The woman slowly stepped forward. In front of everyone, she said calmly, "I didn't eat a single bite of this meal. Why should I be the one to pay?"